The Pajama Mama. The adventures of a mompreneur making money online in her PJs. This show is for moms and dads who want to create a successful online biz that will allow them to fire their boss and hire their kids. Ilan Bomani has had numerous successes in various online businesses where she's been a 6 to 7 figure earner. She has appeared in the Louise Hay movie, National Enquirer, Huffington Post, Essence, Jet, Black Enterprise Magazine, The Talk TV show, and even got a phone call from Oprah. And now, here's your host, Ilan Bomani.
And hello, everybody. Thanks so much for coming to episode, I think this is number 8 of the Pajama Mama TV show. And what we're here to do is share with you some phenomenal information from average, ordinary moms and dads who've become mompreneurs and dadpreneurs. They were able to fire the boss and hire their kids. And now what they're going to do is teach you how you can do the same thing too. And with that in mind, we have a wonderful guest, Daryl Mooney. He is the son of the great comedian Paul Mooney. And definitely you know about Dick Gregory is his grandpapa. And he is doing absolutely phenomenal in the arena of comedy. But Daryl definitely got into the show business aspect of it, the show. You know, they say starving artist. And he realized he had to master the business portion in order to be able to make some serious money in the world today. And with that in mind, we're going to welcome Daryl Mooney. Thank you so much, sir, for being on this phenomenal show today.
Oh, it's always a blessing to speak and see my sister, Ilan. I love you so much. And it's an honor to be here with you and sharing information with you today.
I do appreciate that. The check is in the mail, my brother. No wonderful compliment. I do appreciate that. With that in mind, Daryl, let's just get right to it. What made you want to become a dadpreneur?
Well, I wanted to become a dad. It wasn't off by choice. It was by circumstance. Mm-hmm. It was more or less an unconscious choice that had to happen. As you know, I was a comedian for years. I still am a comedian, but the comedian is more part-time and being an entrepreneur is more full-time. But as Dick Gregory always told me, whatever you do, wherever you go, bring the comedy with you. So when I'm doing my entrepreneurship and I'm doing my seminars, I make sure I tell a lot of jokes, but they're wealth jokes, okay?
Right, exactly.
So when I'm in the nightclubs, that's another thing. But when I'm doing seminars, you got to be able to be flexible and deal and make sure you're on point with the crowd that you are speaking to. So again, it was by circumstance. I had to make a decision, Ilan. I did not want to be a starving artist. I have older children, I have small children, and I've had different marriages and different relationships. And, you know, the number one reason for divorce is a lack of finances. You know, like they say, romance without finance is a nuisance, which is a quote by the famous Dr. Rosie Milligan, my friend. And she was one of the people that really taught me that, because that goes back to, again, by circumstance. When I was in the community and teaching about culturally who we are, teaching about wellness and all those things are massively important, and I still do that. But one thing I realized about people who are into wellness and people who are into cultural pride and responsible cultural history, we're not into wealth building. So when I met Dr. Rosie Milligan and the late Muhammad Nasruddin, who were about business in the community, when I met them, they really brought me a new perspective. And from them, I said, I'm not going to go back to school to do business, but I can do network marketing. So this was years ago. So I learned about network marketing, and that was a viable business to earn while you learn, and at the same time learn about business. So that started it off. And after that, my brother and I got into investing. And after that, we got into business credit and restoring your personal credit and all this. So right now, I am very happy and fulfilled to be at home, working my business credit business, sharing it with people around the country, helping people get financed, but not only that, Elon, helping them be educated, trained, and coached so they can do for self. Well, I'm not doing it for them, but I'm helping them do for self so they can unleash their wealth selves and become successful in 2016 and beyond.
Wow, that is phenomenal. And with that, so I guess now you're laughing your way to the bank.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to laugh to the bank, man. I'm like, we do marches and we do boycotts, and you see all that going on. I want to march to the bank, Elon. I want the money, honey, because they say we've been taught in religious circles, although they say it wrong. They say the love of money, but our minds think the money is the root of all evil.
That's true.
I say no. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Elon, if I don't get paid today, you're gonna see an evil man.
I told you, ladies and gentlemen, this man is hysterical. I think you and a lot of other people, that's for sure.
You hear me?
Yes,
so
I
so I love it. I love being at home with my family because not only do I do my home-based business, but we also homeschool.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have the family is always together. Always together. So you really gotta like your family, okay?
Yes,
and
that's true. that's gonna be important.
And you gotta have structure. You gotta have freedom, but you also have structure when you have. What I mean by that, when I say to my daughter and my sons, hey, and even my wife, look, I need this time for myself. I need to be in this space by myself, in this room. You all don't bother me now. I'm on a conference call. I'm training people. I'm coaching people. So you all please don't bother me. And sometimes that turns into shout. Don't bother me right now. So
that's right. We want to keep it real, ladies and gentlemen.
I got the stress of phone of who I'm talking to. I may have some honorary clients, and that stuff when it translates into my family. And so I got the coolest family and the coolest wife because they understand what I am doing and how it's benefiting the whole family. So you all have to let me do this. And my wife especially, because, my room at that time is the boardroom, and she may want me in the bedroom. So I got to do the boardroom right now. Then we end up being in the bedroom because she's so cool and so entrepreneur-wise in her own right that we end up being in the bedroom doing the boardroom too.
Love it. So tell me a little bit about the pros as far as being a dadpreneur for you.
The pros again is being at home. Okay, I don't have to drive off somewhere, and then people work 9 to 5, right? Or 8 to 4, or 7 to 3, or whatever they do. They think they're working the 8 hours, but they're really working 12 to 14 hours.
True. That's very true.
The time of traveling, the time of getting prepared to travel, the time of coming back and then winding down. All this, you're taking up 12 to 14 hours. Then you have a little time to spend with your family. Then you go to sleep, and then you're doing it all over again, the cycle all over again. Because when you look at it, you are really not spending a lot of time with your family. You can't take a break and be with your family. You can't take a break and play with your children. You can't take a break and hug and kiss your wife. You can't go from the boardroom to the bedroom, then back to the boardroom. It's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. But when you're at home, that is a major, major pro. The only con, I would say, is making sure that you are taking the time to build your business and being disciplined, which is not a negative thing. It's also a positive thing. I mean, sometimes the family has to leave the house and go to the park or go to the mall or do whatever they do because I need that law. Because my problem is, Elon, and my wife tells me, I talk too loud sometimes. I like the microphone. I'm a performer. So when I'm on the phone, that's like a microphone to me. Yes. I talk loud. Mm-hmm. And my wife has to tell me, will you calm down a little bit? Will you because the baby's trying to sleep, you're getting loud. But I will get loud, so that's a con. But mostly, Lon, I want to tell you, it's so fulfilling and so powerful and so much joy that I'm able to be a dadpreneur and be at home. And like you being a pajama mama, a pajama dad when I want, or what you say, underwear dad, or Oxford short dad, or
Are you
whatever.
saying you do your work in your underwear too, Daryl?
Hey, you just see my shirt. You should see what's happening downstairs. So I'm saying,
Right,
it's a
right.
beautiful thing
Yes,
to
it
be able
is.
to have that freedom.
Yes, and that's what it is, the freedom of what you want to wear, the freedom of where you want to go, the
Yeah.
freedom of how much money you can make, all those
No
type of
flex.
freedoms. It's
Yes.
just phenomenal. Yes, I think that's what everybody is basically striving for,
Yeah.
And I'm sure you probably work harder, being an entrepreneur than you would have as a job. But when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Thank you. It's literally like 24/7.
Right.
It's
Right.
24/7. It's like, when am I not working?
Right.
See what I'm saying? And that's why when we talk about the things that you have to do, it's like it's so powerful to have the right mate, the
Wow.
right woman in my life. And all you dads out there, all you dadpreneurs, number one, get the right woman who understands, who can be able to be there as a sounding board of when I want to talk about business. I can talk about business anytime with my wife because she's about business. She's about money too. We're about that together, entrepreneurs and building. You know as well as I know, anytime you can sign up your mate in your business, you're in the right business. You have the right mate because they understand what it takes for me to be a leader in my business, a champion in my business. And when you're starting up and you're building it, it's 24/7 in order to make it happen. And she understands that.
Yeah, because the first business is what? The family business.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very much
It is
so.
the family business. So if it can work all together in unison, she supports me in my organization. And when I mean by organization, I mean the discipline of organizing, of who I called, writing it down, when I got to call them back. And she helps me. She buys me materials and papers and pens and what I need that will help and support me rather than tripping. Oh, you taking too much time doing that. Why are you doing that? I need your time. No, none of that. None of that. If anything, she is pushing me on. She is cheerleading me, and she is literally, I couldn't do it without her.
That's good to hear, Daryl, because I want everybody right now, take note of this very important point. I can't stress this is vital. It is paramount that you are financially yoked with your partner, because just like Daryl mentioned earlier, I can only speak from personal experience. Because I was not financially yoked with my husband, my ex-husband now, for a reason. We were not financially yoked. All marriages, like you said, 50% of them end because of money issues and challenges. So it's paramount at the very beginning. And unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't happen that way. I'm sure it happened that way for you, Daryl, where unfortunately you found your purpose after you got married.
Yes.
Your life started to shift and change, and unfortunately, if that person's not willing to grow and change with you when it comes to business, it becomes majorly complicated.
I got something for you it's gonna blow you away, dear.
Please blow us away. We need to hear it.
You were a big part of my marriage with my woman.
Really? Wow.
And you don't even know it. Okay?
No, I don't. Enlighten us.
When I met my wife, your books, Diva Dollars, your two books.
Yes.
And what was the other one?
Dynamic Diva Dollars and Wealth Chance.
And Wealth Chance, right?
Yes.
I had those two books, and I was selling your books.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I remember.
Meet her, and we met. And the first thing she did was bought my books.
Okay.
2 books. I didn't know she was trying to get in with me. I just customer, and she bought my books. And then we talked about the boardroom, and we talked about business in the boardroom. And then soon after, we ended up in the bedroom. So your books are
I didn't know they had that type of.
sister.
I tell people money is the only expression of love.
And on our dates, we would talk about your book.
Wow.
Books. And we would talk about the information, and we would literally read from your book to each other. This was part of our romance.
Wow, yes.
Your books, Wealth Chats and Diva Dollars. Okay?
Wow.
So you're very much a part of the beginning of our romance. And I knew when she bought those books, because I was at an event where there were a lot of sisters, and she was the only one that bought them.
You're kidding. Wow.
Them. You hear me?
Wow,
It
yeah.
was a quote-unquote conscious circle.
Right.
All of us wasn't thinking about money. Wealth was like a foreign language. So with her, she bought them, and I said, oh, that's the one.
Yeah. You definitely got a sign.
Again, on our dates, we would read back and forth from your books. Isn't that powerful?
Awesome. That is powerful, because I'll be honest with you, I wish my ex-husband had read the books and started practicing. Because, ladies and gentlemen, to be very honest with you, the main reason why, and that's why I really want you to get this, Robert Kiyosaki, keep in mind I read this after, unfortunately, my marriage demise, but he stipulated in one of his powerful books that it was paramount that for you to build wealth, that your partner had to be equal as far as the same goals and financial goals and aspirations as yourself, or it was going to be very difficult for you to achieve massive success. And unfortunately, I was no exception to the rule. That's why I had to totally relinquish the relationship, because it just was enabling me. It became a challenge more than it became a success. So get this number one factor. Okay, it's very important. Not the be on end all. I don't wish this on anybody, but you have to make sure that you are financially yoked with your partner. So what that means is, if you're an entrepreneur, you may want to find someone who is an entrepreneur also. That makes a whole lot of sense. It's very difficult. My husband had a typical government job as a college professor. He could not see the fact of the hours or the time, the commitment, the dedication. He needed the security of a paycheck. And I need the security of freedom,
Wow.
And so I want you guys to fully understand that's why we could not make it. So, Daryl, thank you for that number one. That was his number one dadpreneur tip. What's number 2, Daryl?
My number 2 is and you kind of said it with what you were just saying, have a harmonious and or kindred vision with your mate and your family. Okay. The vision is very important, because that vision, if you have a vision, a foundation vision about what it means to be an entrepreneur at home, and then you're able to plan around that vision, and you're able to grow in that vision, because as well as I know, when you're an entrepreneur, and if the system works, when you make that first $100, I'm as happy as about that as when I'm making that first $100,000, because you see how the vision grows. You see the system. See, you're sitting at home and you're with your wife and you're with your family, and you tell your big children, you show them, look, this system is working. We may have made this month, but look, we can put 2 O's behind after that, and we could be making this a year from now. Because you see that the system works, all you have to do is help me make that happen by what we said earlier, the support, getting out of the room, having the time, and shared vision. Shared vision is is number 2. Right, mate? Number 2, shared vision, because that vision starts growing. So that person, if that person is on your team and on the shared vision, $100 is different from $100,000. And if that person is not ready, and they've been nagging you and mad and didn't want you to do that, all of a sudden you flipped into that $100,000, then they switch up. Mm-hmm. And you're as a person that did all the work, you may get a little upset because they wasn't there supporting you from the get-go, right? But if it's a shared vision, they can grow in that. What does that mean? Okay, we're doing $100,000. Now it's time to get another house. It's time to get a new car. It's time to expand the vision. And they're right there with you. Okay,
Wow.
they're right there with you every step of the way, and helping you with that vision, because it's a collective vision that you're working on together. I'll do my part, she does our part, she does her part, the children do their part, and if everybody's on the same page, what did it say? I say, what does they say? Teamwork makes the dream work is the old saying.
That's true.
Here's the new one. Teamwork makes the financial dream work.
Yes, that's true.
The
That is
financial
very true.
dream work, because when you add money to that piece, it's a whole nother dynamic.
True.
It has to be managed. It has to be structured. It has to be disciplined. And everybody just has to be on the same team. Because before, when I had like thousands of dollars, I was treating my money like it was lottery money.
Right. Right.
Literally, I wasn't disciplined, but I learned I wouldn't change nothing, right? Because of the lessons I learned. But right now, I'm disciplined. I have a wife who doesn't need a whole lot of things. She's very disciplined. She knows what's up. So as we're growing together in this, it is a powerful, powerful thing. And so number one, right, mate. Number two, shared vision.
And number three.
Number three. And I'm going to mix these two together. Romance and fun.
I like
Hear
it.
me?
Yes, Gemini, I hear you. Yes.
Okay, because that makes it all worth it, right?
Right, that's true. Very true.
And that's one thing about residual income. You know, you do the job right the first time, you can get paid for a lifetime.
Yes.
So as we're building and as those checks are coming, like we took a trip up to, I did a seminar and a training this past week.
Okay.
My wife came up with me to LA. We got a hotel. We had a ball. It was like a honeymoon for 4 days.
Wow,
We
nice.
had a ball.
Mixing
we had
business with pleasure.
Yes, we were eating in restaurants. We were staying in a room that had a big mirror at the top of the ceiling. So you know what I'm saying? So,
Let's keep this PG.
and we had a beautiful bathroom. It was just beautiful. And then get up in the morning. I go to my all-day training that she comes with me to see the training, and she helps and support. We come back and we're talking about business. And dig this, Elon.
What?
This is how powerful it is. She took her notes of the training. I took my notes of the training. Then we lay and we shared notes together. And you see the growth together. And we're sharing the notes. This is what I learned, answering the questions that she didn't understand. She's answering the questions I may have missed. And so together, teamwork makes the financial dream work. And we're growing and enjoying. And so I'm saying, the trip today was in LA. The trip tomorrow will be in Hawaii, will be in the Bahamas, will be on the islands, will be around the world, but we'll still be doing what we do as we grow and evolve into our financial dream.
Wow,
So,
absolutely awesome, Daryl.
Does that make sense? The right mate. Number 2, shared vision. Number 3, romance and fun. Can you beat that, Elon?
Not at all. Matter of fact, I'm taking notes. With that in mind, tell us a little bit more about this phenomenal business opportunity that you're involved with right now, and how people can get in contact with you and find out more information about it. Because if I understand it right, it's about financial education.
Thank you. Primarily, we are a financial education and empowerment and coaching and training company. That's our foundation. Now, the foundation that we want people to learn, and you are on this and been on this for years, is being personal and business credit worthy. Yes. Personal and business credit worthy, because your book, your Good Debt Riches, people think bad debt debt is the devil. I don't want to owe. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But they don't know the other side. They don't know about the good credit, how you can use credit in order to build your personal bank. And my coaching sessions that I do, because I'm a coach for the company, because I'm a leader in the company, I do business and bank coaching sessions. Okay, every 60 days when people are members in as clients or as partners, that they are able to get business and bank coaching sessions. Well, we literally, because people know about business, they understand profiting in their business and all that, but they don't know about the bank, building your bank through business credit. So when you go and look in the mirror, Elon, you ask yourself, how much money do you need today for your business and or for your business investments? Are you going to turn yourself down?
I don't think so.
In fact, you may need your mate over there to say, you sure you want that money? So, but it's your money. You build your own bank because you're financed by these banks yourself through your business credit, and your corporation literally becomes your own bank. So we teach you how to manage it, how to keep your credit score at a certain level. Then we have the education. We have the credit lawyers. We have the management. We have the education, because that is very key. If we're going to help you get funded over a 3-year period where you have access to $500 to $2 million in your account, this is not a lottery. This is education. This is management. We're working as a team together with business experts for your business planning. We have experts for your non-corporate, but your non-profit entities. Because do you know, Elon, when you hooked up and you partner with over 20 non-profit entities and you just partner with them and support them, the banks even give you more money. Okay,
No,
so
I did
we're
not know
talking
that.
about education, dear. Education that will allow us to get more and more money. Right now, we have a system, because I'm in the millionaire circle. I made it in the millionaire circle.
Oh,
My
yeah, you
company
told me you were striving to do that. Good for you, Daryl.
got my money. That was part of the training. Got my check for the bonus for being in the millionaire circle, being a leader. And there was an opening for 2 people at this level. There will be other openings for the millionaire circle, but instead of getting 50 people like I did, the next level will be 500 people.
Wow.
You see, so I was able to get in, but I'm a leader. I'm very serious about it because I love business credit, because years ago I got $100,000. But check this out. I had people you had to pay them 20% on the back end. So I get 100,000, they get 20,000. And then they were charging $20,000 to get this education, to get this information. So I was praying, if I can get it with a company, I was praying for a network marketing like, because we're not network marketing, but we have a lot of network marketing like components to the system. But it's more like you're trained as a broker and you train a staff of brokers, and as they go out and create business, you make money from what they do, and it only goes 2 levels deep. So we're officially not network marketing.
Let me ask you a question, Dax. I know I'm like hearing folks and what they're thinking in their mind, because they're canceling themselves out. My question for you, number one, how much of an investment into this does a person have to make? And number 2, this is a really good question, do I have to have good credit in order to build credit?
Oh my God, you ask such powerful questions. That is so great. Number 1, it's not $1,000. It's not $100. Guess what? For all of this,
What?
$10 down, $10 a month.
Okay, Daryl. See, I know you, so I know you're telling the truth.
Yeah, $10 down.
$10
I had a
down
lady,
and $10 a month.
I had a young lady, check this out, that came to the training, literally came to the training, and she had done business credit. When I told her $10 down, $10 a month, and all that we do, she didn't believe me. She had to literally come down and see it for herself, because she could not believe that it was $10 down, $10 a month. And the reason why is that, because we want everybody to be able to join the party. Everybody across the board. People that didn't think. I've got people came down who catch the bus. They don't even have a car. They have to go to the library for to get on the computer. But guess what? $10 down, $10 a month. They're trained for free. They're trained
for free.
And armed. They can make money with us. You cannot buy your way in like network marketing. You can buy positions and all. No, you got to work your way in. You got to be educated, and we charge you nothing extra. Okay? So now, do you need a credit score to be high? No. If you have a low credit score, I had a low credit. I was at 520. Okay. We have a credit restoration program. When you are a $10 member, that's only $47 a month. We're talking about, I had a young lady on the phone yesterday. She's got a big business. She was upset because she got turned down for a loan. Her credit was a 692. But she had some liens on her thing that made it a weak 92, tax liens.
Okay.
So I said, let's call the company. We're going to call the credit restoration company right now. Because do you have proof that these people said they was going to take the lien off? Do you have proof? And she had all the proof. We called the company, and you know what my company said after they saw it? Because they said, you know the letters that we sent out to you? Have you sent them out yet? She said, not yet. I just got them. I was going to send them out today. And they said, well, don't send them out. We're going to restructure and send you out some new letters with this on it, because they got to take it off, because they only took it off one bureau. You have Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, and they only took it off one, Experian, but it was supposed to be off of all of them. And it was in a way of getting her financed. And they told her, check this out. They told her, we're going to mail you out new letters. And then if they don't respond to that, we're going to mail them out a third time. And if they don't respond to that, we're going to put our credit lawyers on them, because they must take it off. And she was so happy. And then she realized upfront and personal, this $47 that she was paying for the service, not only had her credit went up from 600 to 692, but she said the credit lawyers will get on their butts. Okay? Wow. To make it happen. So you can get your credit score. If you already have a 680 and above credit score and it's clean and strong, 680, we can get you financed anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000. As your credit scores go up, and the stronger they are, the money you can get. But remember, every 5 to 6 months, you're getting more rounds of funding. If you do what you say, keep your accounts at 30%, just manage everything properly, pay it back on time. And then at the same time, Elon, we have investment strategies for you in real estate, in the stock market, in the forex market. See, we don't in helping you with your own business. If you don't have your own business, helping you start dreaming about your own business. Right. And then program is a business in itself. We're not an opportunity to do business. We're an opportunity to do businesses, because we believe in multiple streams of income.
Yes.
From all kinds of places. We work with churches. We fund network marketing, people who are in network marketing. We fund people who have powerful credit scores, business people. We are the bank, and we teach you how to be the bank. My first seminar, because I've been trained and been diligent, and I've been sitting back like Kobe Bryant back in the day, sitting just watching and learning. Now, I love being on that stage. And I finally got to, because again, I said, you can't buy your way in. You got to work your way in. You can't just get up and speak about the program. You got to be trained. Wow. So now they trust me to do a presentation, and they don't know. When I get up there, and I'm closing everybody. They're going to get on their phone right there,
right?
Pay $10, bam. And so everybody go to sign up and watch it for free. Okay. Watch me in action. www.rsvpgrowrich.com. rsvpgrowrich.com. It's February 6th, 12 noon to 4. I am the host and the presenter, And then my man, Mr. C, the owner of the company, he going to close it up and do the training. And believe me, right there in the community, 78 and Western in Los Angeles at Carras Unity Center, we're going to throw it down. It's going to be live there, and it's also going to be live online. If you're in California, come live, because there's nothing like being a part of that energy.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Live and in color.
You're
Wow.
out of town, you watch it online, sign up for free, RSVP, growrich.com, and you can get in touch with me. My phone number is 213-357-0970, 213-357-0970. And before the February 6th, you can already be in and building and recruiting and show and turn that my seminar on to other people, and they can watch it, and guess what? You can make money.
Wow.
Okay?
Right.
Okay? It's like that, Elon.
Yep.
We on a mission here, babe.
Yep.
How long have we known each other?
Oh my God, 20 years, right?
20 years. The
Yes.
first time I saw you, we were doing the raw food event with Dick Gregory
Yep.
out in Sacramento.
Yep.
You was all white, looking like an angel. Had your troops in all white, teaching and educating about nutrition.
Yep.
And then I think around the same time, close to the same time, we both flipped
Yep.
into the wealth movement.
Yep, that's
We
true.
both made the switch.
Yep.
We said, we need to make this money.
Out of necessity comes ingenuity, as they say. Mm-hmm.
We got to take this to the next level. Now look at us today. Your book helped me with my marriage. Come on. If you didn't write those books,
Wow.
I'd be here with my family and Queen talking with you about dadpreneur one-on-one right now.
That's it.
Today.
That's exactly what you're doing. You gave a wonderful lecture. Daryl, I want to thank you so much. You and Dwayne are doing phenomenal. That's okay. Let him talk now. That's why he's a part of the show, and that's why we're doing this show. So,
Yeah.
I'm so glad
that's
that you're
boy,
doing
that's
what you're doing.
That's my other young boy. That's not the smallest one. That's the middle one, and he's a phenomenal energy and presence within his own right. And we want to train these children
Yes,
early
that's
here.
true.
We're at the company. We're going to be creating our own multiple stream of income game
Yeah, exactly. Ooh,
for families to play together.
That is
We
gonna
got
be really
the whole
nice.
thing.
Yes.
This is a whole phenomenal piece that's about business and about making money.
Awesome. Well, Daryl, thank you so much for being on our show today. Ladies and gentlemen, you got some phenomenal gold nuggets. Write them down. Definitely take heed to what Daryl has shared with us today. Hey, Daryl, I'm just going to say this last thing to you. You are phenomenal. We see at the top, over the top, and more importantly, Daryl, we will see you at the bank.
Thank you.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Dear.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.